When he gets up in the morning, he sends me a good morning love text. I think that is something that makes me smile every day.
Aw, I didn't know it meant that much to you.
Yeah, why do you think I be like, oh, why I ain't got my text? Yeah, so that's one thing I like those. They mean a lot to me.
Why does it mean a lot to you?
Well, in my mind, and I could be wrong, but in my mind, I'm really
I definitely applaud you. Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to Life with Jay and Joe. I am Joe. This is Jay.
Hi.
And today we are going to do a Q&A, but we're going to flip it a little bit and make it a Christmas or holiday version.
Yes, we are.
All right, so the way this is going to work is we're going to have 5 different rounds of questions. The first round will be very lighthearted, funny, nothing too deep. And as the rounds get higher, the questions get deeper.
All right, so my question is, if we could switch wardrobes with 2 different male celebrities, who would they be and why?
Male celebrities switch wardrobes. All right. So first off, male celebrities. All right. So I don't dress myself. I don't know if I've said that before. I feel like if you've been watching us, you already know that. Jay pretty much dresses me all the time when we're going somewhere. 2 people I think I have in mind that I really like the way they dress. And one would be, I think he's a rapper or a singer or a combination of the 2. His name is Jadina. Yeah,
Jadena.
I love his dress code. I love the high waist pants that he wears. I love like how he just puts his stuff together. It's very classy. He plays with colors. I think sometimes he does like a lot of neutral tones, but he also plays with strong colors. I also think he's very cute and very sexy. And I feel like when he puts on clothes, like I just feel like it just looks really good. Like if I saw him walking down the street, like I would look and not look like, oh my God, I want to like be with him kind of thing, but just look like, oh man, this guy dresses very well.
Yeah, like, oh, you was done?
Yeah, and I might be like, man, you dress really good. Like,
Yeah.
where you got that from?
He might be like, man, you just really good.
I might. And then the second person was gonna be Dwayne Wade. He also wears high waist pants. I love high waist pants. And I like his style. It's very classy as well. And I don't know if either one of them have like a stylist or they actually they come out with the stuff themselves. But whoever does it does a great job.
I agree. I think those 2 are fabulous, excellent selections. I love the way both of them dress.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they play with that gender bending type stuff. I like the way they dress. Like it's everything.
And so I would rather you keep dressing me, so don't get the wrong idea. But if by some chance you feel like you need to stop, or I'm able to have them dress me or get their stylist to dress me for free, because I don't pay him, so that would be perfect.
All right.
But if I have to pay, you just gotta keep doing it.
Okay. I want to throw Offset in there. I like the way Offset. Me personally like the way Offset dresses.
I like some of the things that he wears.
I like it. All right, your turn.
My turn. So my first question is, if we were, I wrote my questions down on my little book, and I have to put it close because my handwriting sucks.
Trash.
It is, because I can't even read half the stuff I wrote. If we were to star in a gay Christmas rom-com, which is a romantic comedy,
Okay.
what would the plot be? So us starting in a romantic comedy, what would be the plot?
The plot would be Ooh. Um,
Keep it good.
okay, so the
PG-13, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
the plot would be a couple going on a holiday vacation,
Okay.
preferably Aspen, Colorado.
Okay.
A week,
Snowing?
it definitely snowing,
Okay.
definitely. A week vacation during the holiday time, and the first 4 days is good, is everything going as planned. On that fifth day, one of their exes is there, and
Exes
yes,
on the trip?
on the trip, but not on our trip. He's on his own trip, but he just happened to be on this trip. The person's ex don't see him, but the other person does. So if it was my ex, I don't see him, but you do. And if it was your ex, you don't see him, but I do.
Okay.
And because there's no bad blood, like we speak, and he asks about you or he asks about me, and then from that point on, it becomes weird.
Why is it weird?
It's weird because, so let's say it's weird for one
Wait,
because
is the ex on the trip with somebody else, or is the ex by himself?
no, he's with somebody else.
Okay. So why is it weird?
So the ex is with somebody else, and the other two people are together. But it's weird because now they want to hang out. They want to hang out since we all speak, or they all speak. They want to hang out, and it's weird for all four of them. But nobody says anything.
For them meaning us two and them two?
Yeah.
That is weird. Yeah, I'm not trying to hang out with any of his exes. Call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I'm not doing that.
Well, we're not talking about us. We're talking about the rom-com that you just asked me. You literally just asked me about a rom-com.
I know, but you talking about us.
So I'm talking about the people in the rom-com.
Which are us.
I'm using us as an example.
It would be hella funny though to watch the awkwardness.
It would be so awkward. It would be so awkward because now they want to hang out, right? And so all four of them got to hang out. They got to go skiing. They got to go to dinner. And at the dinner table, it's silence.
No, it really be crazy when you sit at the dinner table and everybody talking about the past. Well, remember that time when we did this?
Yeah. Also, the opposites are talking
Yeah.
about the past, and yeah,
Awkward.
weird. So, what is a misconception about gay people that you think is just hilarious?
Well, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about gay people, and most of them I don't think are funny. Most of them are like irritating, as f.
Yeah.
But the one that I think, yeah, what did I say? I said as f. It's the same thing. I just use as. I didn't say irritating af. So yeah, so the one that I find is funny that could also be irritating, but I find the comedy in it is that I like from when I was growing up, like being a young black gay guy, and
PYT.
then
PYT.
pretty young thing. Okay, sure. I feel like people always like straight men. A lot of the straight men always felt like I just wanted to f them because they were a man. And I feel like as I got older, I started hearing more stories about that. And I don't know. I personally think that a lot, and I'm not gonna say all straight men, but I think a lot of straight men, especially a lot of straight men that are not comfortable with their sexuality, are comfortable being around gay people, they feel like every gay man wants to f them. And the reason why I find it funny is because I have standards. Okay? And just because you're a man don't mean that you meet my standards. There are a lot of straight men that I'm just not attracted to. I'm not attracted to every person that I see on the street. And also, outside of that, just because I find somebody attractive doesn't mean that I want to F them. There's a lot of people I see around that I'm like, oh, they look good, or this person looks good. I'm all about giving a person their props. Like, we said all the time, like, oh, that guy looks good, that guy looks good. Not saying we're saying they look good because we want to F, but we're just saying look good because they look good.
If you look good, you look good.
But yeah, so the reason why I find it funny because I just think like it's some people that I would never even want to touch me by looking at them, but they may feel like, oh, because I'm gay, that I want to F them.
Yeah.
I don't.
Ain't gonna happen. I agree. I don't have any comment. That was a perfect answer to that
I
question.
know it's kind of long.
It was a little long, but I think it was needed. Like that's definitely that. I feel like every person in my head, every gay person can relate to that. Whereas they were in a situation or seen something where it was a straight man who just automatically think, "You looking at me, you want to F."
Yeah. I could be looking at you because I like your outfit.
Or your
I could be
shoes.
looking at you because I don't like your outfit.
Facts.
I mean, it could be a lot of things of why I'm looking at you.
Facts.
So,
Tried it.
so the next question, my round 2 question is, I have to pull up my book because I can't see what it says. And it's not because I'm old, it is because I can't write.
Yikes.
So my next question for round 2 is, if we could create our own holiday, what would it celebrate? If we could create our own holiday, what will it celebrate?
What would it celebrate?
Yes. So not, so like, like Christmas, New Year's, so we'll come up with our own, whatever that may be, and like what would the celebration be like?
I would have to say the day that gay marriage became legal. That would be a holiday because it would, at that point, it would be a holiday not only that we can celebrate, but every gay person or every gay person in a relationship and gay person in general can celebrate because that is the day that to me, that is the day that my love for who I want to love was acknowledged.
So how would that work? Because I don't know if it's in different states. Is it different dates? Because I know Florida was
I think it's
January. I forgot the actual date.
I think it was different dates for different states.
Okay.
But I think if it was my holiday, then it would be
Our date.
our date. And then you just might have celebrated my date. Sorry. Be glad you're celebrating. You know what I mean? Like
I get it. I like that.
so I think it'll be a holiday that everybody can celebrate across the board.
Okay.
And I think it will be a great thing for our community.
I like that. That is different. That would be dope. And then you just have all the gay people out just like, hey, happy gay day.
Yes.
Happy gay day.
Gay day. That's what we call it too, gay day.
Gay day.
Yeah.
People gonna be after us, baby.
That's their business.
All right, so round 3. What is your round 3 question? I'm assuming it's gonna get a little bit more, get deep now. It's still funny?
Not funny, but not deep, but it will give our family a little bit more insight on us.
Okay.
So the question is, what is one hobby that we discovered together that we like to do? Oh, Lord. What you got to say?
I mean, I wouldn't call that a hobby.
What?
Sex, but that's not a hobby.
Definitely not a hobby.
Um,
We don't do it enough for it to be a hobby.
No bullshit before my coffee, please.
but I would say probably playing the Oculus. So we both have VR headsets, virtual reality headsets. If you've never heard of it,
Get you one.
and they're very, very cool, very fun. And we play this game called Population One, and that's really like the main, if not the only thing that we play on there.
Besides porn.
I mean, we do that too. We watch it. But yeah, Population One is so fun. I feel like it was good to find a game that we both like, because I feel like it was always hard to find a game that we both like.
Yeah.
Like you would like it and I wouldn't, or vice versa. And then we can sit in there and play for hours, and like we win a lot of games.
Yeah.
We also meet a lot of cool people
We definitely do.
online. What's a small thing I do that make you smile every day? And do I make you smile every day? I guess we should start there. I know I irritate you every day.
Definitely do. I think for me, it would have to be so if you're new here, you would not know that I get up before he does. Almost every day.
I know where this is going.
Almost every day, right? So I get up because I work at 8:30. He works at like 2.
I get up close to 10.
But I get up around 8-ish. And when he gets up in the morning, he sends me a good morning love text. I think that is something that makes me smile every day.
Aw, I didn't know it meant that much to you.
Yeah, why do you think I be like, oh, I ain't got my text? Yeah, so that's one thing I like those. They mean a lot to me.
Why does it mean a lot to you?
Well, in my mind, and I could be wrong, but in my mind, I'm the first person that you text when you
Definitely
get up.
the first person and the only person.
So because that is what goes on in my head, I feel like, okay, I'm the first person that he texts when he gets up in the morning, and I'm also the last person that he speaks to when he goes to sleep, because we go together.
Oh, that's sweet. So sweet. Now I gotta text you more.
You better. That's mine in a nutshell. But
Oh, that's
you
your
get it.
question. That was cute. I really didn't know it meant that much to you. I mean, I always do it because, I always just tell you good morning.
My question 4 is, what is a holiday for us that you'll never forget, and why?
Well, we do a lot of different things on like the Christmas time or New Year's time. And like I said, this is Jay's favorite time of the year. I cannot stress that enough, because the reason why I'm stressing it to you guys, because he's been stressing it to me.
And I will continue to stress it.
So it's literally his favorite time of the year. We have a lot of things that goes on in December. Yeah, it's just his favorite time of the year. So I don't remember how many years ago. It could be maybe like 6 years ago. It was pre the pandemic. We used to go to this thing for like New Year's Eve or New Year's bash at Universal Studios.
It's called New Year's Eve Bash.
New Year's Eve bash, Universal Studios. And this was our first year going, so we had never, I didn't know, I guess you found it online. And so we were just trying to find something to do for New Year's, and I don't even think we invited anybody. We just kind of we were just gonna go
I
and
think
just
the
do
first
it.
year just 2 of us went.
Yeah,
and then the year after that.
We started inviting people.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first year was just us two. And we didn't know anybody there. We just went there. It was so much fun. I was drinking then too.
Yes, you were.
I was drinking, so I had even more fun because I was drunk.
Yes.
And one thing that I remember that really stood out to me that I definitely will never forget is Jay got drunk, and not like drunk to the point where he was like falling over, but he was tipsy and he was just having a good time, and he was just like, I don't give a F about anything, basically. So at one point, and this doesn't happen in public at all, especially not in a gay club. So at one point, he started dancing in front of me, and he was like bent over and putting your ass all on me. You remember that? And he was just like getting it. And I don't know, I just thought it was so fun. I thought it was fun because I feel like we were just letting loose and just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like we didn't even get any weird looks.
No, we did not.
Everybody was very cool. And that's another thing too, guys. I know this is kind of off the subject. This is something I've been thinking about, not just recently, but like a long time ago. When we do go out to certain places and we're around like white people, for some reason, and this can be like a lot of white straight people, and I'm not saying that all white straight people are just so accepting, but I feel like a lot of times when you go around like something where it's like an event and it's like white straight people, they're so accepting. But if we go around a bunch of like our own people, we're looked at like, what the fuck?
Really?
Like we're from like Mars or some stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like even when we was out there for that event, we had a lot of white, like straight men coming up to us and like, hey, what's up? Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah.
You was dancing with this white lady, and I think her husband was like right, not too far from her.
Yeah.
And everybody was so cool. And this was even happening after you were dancing on me. So, I mean, that's a whole nother story. So maybe that'd be a whole different topic on the video that we'll discuss one day.
Yes. I think that'd be a great.
Yeah, I have noticed that, and I think it's hella weird.
I second that motion. I absolutely second that motion. And I do remember that. I think that was definitely our first time there, and we had a good time.
We had a hell of a good time.
Listen.
This is back when I was drinking, so I was toasted, baby.
If I'm not mistaken, were the drinks free?
Yeah, because it's all inclusive.
So you paid one price.
Wait.
Were the drinks free, right? Oh, I know they had food.
I can't remember now. I know we were spending money at the bar, but I don't know if that was just tips. I can't remember if we were just tipping, or I feel like the drinks were included.
I do too.
Because I don't think we would have spent that much money and not had drinks included.
Yeah, I feel like the drinks were included, but I will say the vibe was everything.
Yeah.
The vibe was everything. The food was good. The vibe was everything. We ate meat at that time too.
Because we don't eat meat now. Oh yeah, so they had the food. I know the food was definitely included. I'm not 100% sure about the drinks, but the food was really good. I feel like they were too. Maybe we should look into doing that again one year, because I had a really good time there.
I agree. We stopped doing it because we had gone so many times that it started to become repetitive. So we haven't been in a couple of years. So I think that it's something that we could probably do that next year.
Maybe. If we do it, we'll bring y'all along, and maybe some of y'all will meet us there.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the invitation. That would be everything to me.
Yes.
For y'all to celebrate my birthday with me. I would love that. Oh my God, I would love that.
That would be cute. Was that my question or your question?
That was my question, so it's your turn.
Okay. This is round 4?
Yes.
All right. Was that you?
No, that was definitely you.
I know.
Tried it.
All right, so round 4. How do we keep our relationship strong during stressful times? As you see, it's getting a little bit more deep now.
I think at this point in our lives and where we are in our relationship, I firmly believe that I can tell when you're stressed, and you can tell when I'm stressed without even uttering a word.
Yes.
Right? And I feel like I can look at you and I can tell just by your persona and your energy that you only have 40%.
Okay.
And I know, like, if I look at you and if I look at you and I can see that you only have 40% to give, you have nothing more than that, you had a long day, it's been a stressful day, I already know that because you are at 40, I have to pull or hold the other so that we can be at 100%.
Okay.
Right? And I think that because we have been through so many different situations, I already know what to do.
Okay. I like that.
And I feel like you already know what to do. And I feel like if there is a situation to where it comes a time, and we've been through this a couple of years ago, to where I'm in, let's say I'm in a situation to where I'm just not happy with what's happening for me. I feel like you know what to say, what to do, and how to move me out of that mindset.
I agree to that. Yeah, we definitely know. We definitely have got to the point where we know how to make somebody feel better, know how to pull them out of a sour mood. So yeah, I agree. I agree with all of that. I've definitely learned you. You've definitely learned me. I mean, shit. After 15 years, he better have.
Okay, you want to kiss these hands?
All right. This is your last question.
What is a message of hope or love that we want to give to other LGBTQ plus people during the holiday season? In the holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, New Year.
I would say celebrate your love as much as you can. Also, we only have one life to live, and we never know when that life will be cut short. For me personally, I started seeing life differently when my dad passed because it was very unexpected. So I try not to, you know, let things go for granted. I try to enjoy every moment. I try to, have fun. I think you should try to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones because, as I say, you never know when it will be the last. Try to normalize telling somebody that you love them because, again, you just never know. I know, like, even in my family, it was like weird. Like, even for my sister at one point, used to be weird for her to say I love you and me to tell her that I love her, like my younger sister. And but now we say it all the time. We're on the phone. She's like, "I love you," and I'm like, "I love you too." And I think you need to be able to tell people that and show people that you love them. Like the whole give people their flowers while they're
While
here.
they're here.
This doesn't really I guess, you know, reflect on just a LGBTQ plus couple as what you ask. But I'm just saying in general, I just feel like people just should love on the people that they can love on while they're able to do it.
I agree.
Because although me and my dad had a very, very great relationship, I still wish I had more time with him. And I wish I would have told him more how much I loved him, and I wish I would have. Well, we was talking on the phone every day, so we definitely talked all the time. But even us talking, I wish I would have just let him know how much I love him, how much I appreciate all the things he's done for me in life, because that was just you just never know. Like one day you're here, one day you're not, and then I think it's now after experiencing the loss of my dad, for me, it's weird for me to wait until somebody passed to go to their funeral to tell them oh, how much I love you and give them all these flowers. Let people know that you love them while they're here to hear it. So I know it was a long answer, but that's just how I feel on it.
Do you think I'm weird for how I am with my dad?
I mean, I don't think you have your reasons, and I mean, I get it. I wish it wasn't like that, but also I didn't have the experience that you had. So I mean, if he's not, doing what you want him to do as far as a father figure, I mean, I get it. I think Rob made a very good point. You can't just keep trying and keep taking what people give you, and just I forgot how you said it, but I mean, I wish it was different, but I definitely understand it.
I wish it was different too, to be honest. I think that I want it to be different, but I'm just really, I guess, scared to allow him, to give him that side of me. And then one day he in his feelings or he does something and just go ghost on me.
Okay.
That's what I just don't want. And that's why I am the way I am with him, because now I don't have any expectations of him. And so, like now, I haven't heard from him, and I'm fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I get it. So, what are your thoughts on that? If I know it was a long answer,
It was a long answer, but
and I kind of went off of the actual question, but that's just how I feel on it.
I think everything you said was valid. I think I agree with what you said. On the same token, I understand that everybody have everybody's experience with people is different,
True.
and I know from experience that my experience with my sister may not be the same as your experience with your sister, so the situations may be different,
Right, and
and the results may be different.
I can understand that, but at the same time, if you love whoever the person is, it should be normalized to tell them you love them, and normalized to tell them, why you love them.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's just now after experiencing that, because like growing up, of course you never think about like losing your parents. 'Cause
Right.
you think, it's just like, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
That people, at least for me, I
It'll
never,
never happen to me.
yeah. And so then, even as I got older, like, my dad seemed to be in good health. So it just really, when it happened, it just really put a lot of things in perspective. Like, of course, people always say it's like, you have one life to live, a life is short. But until you experience losing somebody close to you, I think that's when your perspective starts to change. And you then see that, okay, well, if it happened to him, it can literally happen to anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Because even though we all know that anybody can go at any time, I think a lot of people, at least for myself, I knew in my head that it could happen to anybody, but at the same time, I still felt like it wouldn't happen. Like, it's not going to happen to anybody in my family.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
Your
that was
turn.
definitely, see, took a turn. All right, so last question is, how do we support each other's dreams and goals?
I think that we both know what do as a result of communication. We both know what our dreams are, right? I know what your dream is, you know what my dream is, and I think that how we support that is by encouraging each of us to do what it is that we want to do.
Right.
And I'll give an example. When I wanted to go back to school, to get my bachelor's, you were encouraging me to do that.
Biggest cheerleader.
Yes, and when I had questions and when I was unsure of how to do things, you were there sitting with me, helping me study.
Yeah.
You were helping me learn stuff.
I'm very smart, guys.
He is. He is. He's a very, very intelligent.
You may not can tell the way, like, the stuff I do, but like I'm really intelligent.
He is. He's
And I'm
very
not even trying to be
intelligent.
cocky about it. Like, I just know that I am.
No, he's very intelligent. I would give him that. He's a very intelligent person, book wise.
I see what you did there. Yes, book wise. Certain things I'm good at.
Yeah.
Certain things I'm not.
And for that part where he's not, that's when I come in.
Yes.
I come in and swoop up. You feel me?
You silly.
It's the truth.
But yeah, like, I wanted you. So my whole thing about us is, when it comes to you, I always want you to be the best that you can possibly be for yourself. So when you say you want to go back to school, I was like, okay, you should go back to school then. And anytime you feel like it was too much, because I know, like, at one point, like, the math You was having, was it math?
It was math,
You
yeah.
was having issues with the math, so I was trying to help you with the math. The Spanish, I couldn't really help with much, but you got through it. As intelligent as I am, I've never learned Spanish. So basically, I always push him, and he does the same for me. We push each other, but I always push him to do whatever, you know, he wants to do that's gonna like help him grow. And like I'm always like there, like cheerleading him on, and I'm always the one to tell everybody like how happy I am that you did this, and I'm like I brag on him a lot, but you know, and he looks good.
I mean, I'm all right.
I mean,
I'm all right. Hey, family. So, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So what I need y'all to do is like, if you didn't like already, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, share. Even if you share it once, share it again. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell that friend to tell her other friend to like, subscribe, and share.
yes, because the more interactions that YouTube see the videos getting, the more they'll push them out to more people, which can also bring in more people to the family.
And if you didn't know already, we love y'all.
We love y'all. Until next time, peace out, fam.